My name is Chef Joe Trama. I'm here at the Center for Visual Performing Arts. I'm the owner and chef of Trama Catering. I've been here for 31 years, and I'm going to do a grilled picanha. It's a top sirloin cap culotte. The picanha is, I got a couple different ways I'm going to do it. One is on the traditional skewer with just some kosher sea salt, large flake, and then the other one I'm going to do a spiced coffee rub on the steaks. I did a fresh garden salad, and then I did a roasted vegetables. I'm going to do a chimichurri sauce to go with the meat. I'm going to show you some of the fuel that I'm using.
Oh, okay.
This is the lump charcoal, and this is all natural wood. This is your normal briquettes, and then I got some oak chips here. 3 different types of fuel. And with this one, I'm going to go for, I'm going to start them in the middle with my electric starter on this one. And then I'm going to bank it to the side. I'm going to use this one, this chimney starter, to add to the far side to do a sear on my steaks. I'm going to do the picanha rotisserie style, like a churrasco. And I'm also going to do it in a couple of steak forms, just to show you the versatility of the cut. And the reason I did this is because a lot of people don't know the top cap or culotte's cut of meat, and it's popular in the Brazilian, you know, churrascos and family, and they always make you eat. They want you to eat all the time. They got tomato already. These tomatoes are actually from my garden, and about this time of year they're starting to dwindle down a little bit, but that's why I say you want to use quality stuff. These are some heirloom tomatoes, and they're a couple different varieties. I like to mix them up. Chunking, you know. You can do any kind of shape you want. I'm using my first knife so you can see that we're going to try to use all of them. This is going to be for my vegetables. I think people ought to start a garden, especially the way the times are these. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you're probably going to say I don't look old enough to have a grandson, right? You know. So I had the English, so basically, you know, you want to roll them up in a bundle and just do ribbons. I'm going to have, I got some red wine vinegar. You're welcome at home to use any kind of vinegar you want. Cherry vinegar, balsamic vinegar. I think with this, it makes it a little nicer when you use red wine vinegar. Okay. Then this one I'm going to just prep for the side vegetables. You could use pretty much any kind of vegetables you want.
Okay. So the side vegetable dish, what is that called?
Just a roasted vegetables. You could call it a roasted root vegetable. Again, if you have from the garden, that's the way to go. They're going to be a little fresher. I'm keeping them a little more rustic look to it too often. And really, if they're kind of underutilized. And I mean, some of the things you want to look for these days is color, texture, flavor, and healthy-wise is always going to be very popular these days. Having a chicken and a cow and a pig on staff, a couple different ways. I want to do the churrasco skewer with this one here with the fat, and that way it'll have a little bit of turn. What I did here is I cut some steaks, and what you do with the steaks is you end up cutting them with the grain. So I'm going to take my scimitar out, and I'm going to cut with the grain, okay? And then that one you can end up wrapping with some bacon, okay? And then the one with the, on the churrasco, we're going to end up cutting that against the grain. And then we're going to end up skewering that. Okay. Some pretty good chunks of meat on there, you know. What we can do with that, we'll add one more of these that actually doesn't have the fat cap on, and we'll put that in the middle. But there again, you still want to kind of keep it same sizing. What we can do with that, we'll add one more of these that actually doesn't have the fat cap on, and we'll put that in the middle. But there again, you still want to kind of keep it same sizing. I'm going to skewer through here and get that traditional C. And the trick is not to go through your hand. I mean, that's usually, I'm not that smart, but that's usually not a good thing.
No.
In most instances. Okay? A steak, you know. And there again, you want to kind of keep it about same. Anya, 3 fingers, 3 or 4 fingers wide. Okay. And what we'll do, we'll add that fat that we didn't have on it with this bacon. And we find everyone likes bacon. There's no one that denies that. Traditionally, we're just going to do a nice kosher large flake sea salt. You can go pretty liberally on it, both sides. I usually stay off the fat cap a little bit, but you can see it. When you take that off, then you can shake it a little bit and it'll come off. So we can start putting that on probably. And there again, it's, we're going to be going for an internal temperature, about 130 when it's all said and done. I may take them off at 120, 125. You always get carried over, and I have people who want it well done. I want people who want it rare. I want, so I don't tell them how to eat it anymore. Just that's the way you like it. That's the way you like it, But there's certain cuts that lend itself well to staying more on the rare side, like a tenderloin or whatever. So. Nice culotte steaks here, wrapped in bacon with the coffee rub on there. We're about 68 or so. Our target is about 120. Yes, it does. It's simple but pretty. Reminds me of my first wife. Transfer that out. We're going to put some garlic in there. Little red pepper flakes. I don't know how hot you guys like things. I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. Now, if you want to take the seeds out, it'll be less hot. It'll add a little nice color at the end though. I'm going to put a little bit of red wine vinegar, a little citrus of the lemon in there. It'll cut through that meat real nice. Like I say, this is just a nice fresh sauce, oil. What do you think of that, huh? This way now we're going to move that around so we get a little less fire on it. Let your meat rest. Want to buzz it a little bit. We're going to add you can see how quick that looks, how fresh that looks. Add just a little bit more oil. Total that was about 3/4 of a cup with 2 cups of parsley. But there's no exact science on this one. See that?
Oh,
Wow.
oh. I love how it's dripping juice.
wind is really blowing now, huh?
They said by the weekend, a low on Saturday night of 38 degrees. So, but then next week it's going to be beautiful again. So. Look at that. Beautiful. And Chef's right, boy, parsnips, they're underrated. They kind of are a forgotten root vegetable. Same thing with turnips.
Yeah. You never know what's going to turn up. Then you take your salad, got the nice garbanzo beans and the cucumber and, you know, all the love right there. Oh my goodness. See that love, Chef?
You see the sexiness?
Oh,
Sexy
you
food.
got to be kidding me.
I had to resist myself. I almost had my finger to lick the inside of that food processor to see what that was like.
The chimichurro?
Yeah, that just...
That's a very nice and tasty.
And I mean, you have a lot of interpretations what you can do with that too, you know, where you don't have to strict guidelines with it. Because, you know, you might like cilantro or it might be a different type of dish that you want.
What we got there, Chef?
A little balsamic vinegar. Reconstructed Caesar salad with grilled romaine, shaves of Parmesan, croutons over here, and you know. Remember, you can't make the Mona Lisa look bad.